Hey you guys, I had wanted to just come in and talk about a couple of makeup items that I've been using, right? So first, I want to come in and talk about the Bdellium toothbrush that I had showed you guys, and I was like, oops, I done hit the camera. And I was like, I don't know what to do with the brush. So I was like, let me go online and check it out and see what they're talking about, how to use it. So I went online, and the brush is a blending and concealing brush. Now, how funny it is that when I used it to put on the eyeshadow base, right? And I was like, oh, it did an okay job in doing that. Like sometimes certain brushes that I use, I'll notice that it'll leave like bristle marks. I don't know what that's about, but maybe the product is too thick, or maybe it's drying too quick or something. But that's why I don't like to use brushes to like apply my concealer to blend it in, or to blend in my eyeshadow base. I use my finger. So anyway, I was looking it up on Bdellium Tools website. This is the 788 brush, and it's actually a really cool brush when you look at what it's supposed to do, because what they did was the cut of it is supposed to give you two uses. So like one side is supposed to be either to like apply a color or to apply the cream product, and then the other side is to blend it in. So I'm figuring, because this is how I used it, I took the pointed tip part, which is right here, and I put the shadow on there, and then I applied it in my crease. And then this flatter part, because it has like this slant, it fits perfectly in here and it blends it out. So the tip has the color on it, so it's applying the color, and then that flat part is laying against kind of like, I would say, this hooded part or brow bone area part right here, and it's blending it, and it did a really freaking good job. Like, I was so surprised. This wouldn't have been something I would have picked out and be like, oh, that's what I want to try. I wouldn't have. I just wouldn't have, because I don't know. It's just not appealing to me as far as the description. But being that I received it and then I actually was able to put it to use and actually get familiar with it, I really like this brush. It really was so cool using it. I was loving how it just blended the crease color out, and it was like no separation, and it wasn't no like a bold line or anything like that between my eyeshadow. So I really like this little brush. I'm gonna continue to use it and, you know, try out different shadows with it, because, you know, some shadows might be easier to blend. Today I used the Lorac, which one is this? The Lorac Golds and the Lorac Unzipped Golds, and then the regular Unzipped. I actually received this one. I did a swap with somebody on Facebook, and it is a used shadow palette, but I actually didn't mind. We swapped for a palette I wasn't even using, and this is a palette that I really wanted. And the shades in this palette are just so pretty. This particular shade, which is called Unpredictable, is like a beautiful rose gold shade. But then on the eyes, it shows like gold. But in the pan and on the brush, it has these pinkish, goldish undertones. I don't know if you guys have this palette, but I really like these. And Lorac shadows are really easy to blend, like so super freaking easy. And then I remember this palette, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to use it because of these rose gold tone shades. And I have wanted the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, but this one has all of those shades. Plus, now that I have the gold one, it's like I have everything I could want as far as the Naked 3 is concerned. So I'm good with these two. I really like these. I'm even thinking about purchasing the actual palette from Ulta, just because I don't know, I just want to get it fresh and brand new kind of thing. That's just something with me. I just really want it fresh and brand new, but I really like it. So getting it as a swap was really cool. And then MAC did their thing. They kept their word. And today when my daughter went and checked the mailbox, they had sent me my Taraji Glow product. And I was really, really happy to see that it came, because I was watching my girl Justinetta, and she had said hers arrived. So I was like, oh gosh, I wonder if mine is going to come. So I was going to call them to find out whether or not they were, mine had shipped or what was going on. But I was like, I'll just wait. And it is so freaking pretty. Like, look at that. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I haven't even swatched it yet. Oh my gosh. It is so pretty. Ooh, and it feels so nice. But you know, the mineralized skin finish normally is That is pretty. Ooh, that is pretty. It's like a terracotta kind of color. And I'm blending it out on my hand. And then that's what it looks like. That's really nice. I can't wait to use this. Ooh, I can't wait. And what else did I want to come talk to you guys? Oh, I got the Maybelline The Colossal Big Shot Mascara. So I used that today, and this is what it looks like. I've been after this mascara since Jackie Aina had showed it on her Snapchat, and when she used it, her lashes was so freaking popping. Like, they were just immediately lengthen in volume, like was just there. And I could say that when I used it first coat, it really did volumize my lashes and lengthen them. But I did apply like 3 coats, but this is not a buildable mascara, I will say that, because once it's dry, it is just dry, and it's really no build into it. But I really was after it. I like what it did for my lashes. It wasn't clumpy. I actually used it on my bottom lashes as well, but I put another mascara on just because I wanted to see just how it built, to be honest with you, to see how another mascara will build on top of this one. But trying this, I'm liking it. I love Maybelline mascaras anyway, so I knew I wasn't gonna be disappointed. Like, they have some of the best mascaras, and I am a mascara fanatic. Oh, and this is what I want to show y'all. So I wanted to try the CoverGirl Queen Collection foundations. So I finally went to a Walgreens in my area that had the CoverGirl Queen collection. So I was able to, this one is in my shade. Yeah, this one is in my shade. This is Warm Caramel. And then the other one I have is Q840, which is Almond Glow, which I can work with. But I'm thinking I might be Spicy Brown. So I may order that one, because I don't know when I'm going to get back to that Walgreens. But I was like, I wonder if the regular CoverGirl foundation might work for me. So I had picked up 875, which is Soft Sable. And then I picked up the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Luminous in the same thing, Soft Sable. And I haven't tried them on, but when I did the swatch, it looked really good. So I don't know how that's going to work for my skin, but if anything, I plan on mixing it and messing around with it using those other Queen Collection foundations I got. Then I also picked up, because I've been on like this foundation thing, I don't know. This is the Revlon Color Stay 24-Hour Wear Combination Oily. This one is caramel, and then this one is cappuccino. So mixing them together is like the perfect match for me, but I could honestly go with the 410 cappuccino as a best match. This is just a little bit too light. And then I also picked up, which I shared on Instagram, those L'Oreal Total Coverage foundations. And I picked up 311 Creme Cafe and 312 Cocoa, which Cocoa is way red, and Creme Cafe is like, has this pink, I don't know what it doesn't look nothing like this wrapper on the outside. Nothing at all like that. I don't know about this one, but I'm gonna mess around with them and mix them up and stuff like that if it doesn't work out. And what else was I gonna show you guys? Oh, so yeah, I was watching my girl Jessinetta, and I was watching my girl Lovely Leia, now known as Makeup Snob, and they had did a Forgotten Palettes video. So I was like, oh wow, thinking about like the palettes I forgot about and the palettes that I first had purchased when I got into makeup, and it just made me keep thinking about it. So wait, let me get the palettes, because I think it was, if I'm right, my first palette was the Sedona Lace 168 palette. And so I was saying that I know this was one of my first palettes, because when I was on KikiCurlyCoilyMe.com on the website, Janelle is the owner of that website. She was talking about, well, she did a post, or somebody else wrote a post on her website about eyeshadow palettes, right? And they were like, this is a good palette. And I think it was BH Cosmetics as well, because that's what made me get a BH Cosmetics palette. So I knew nothing about eyeshadows or whatever, but I saw the colors. I was like, ooh, that looks so cool, whatever, right? So this is the 168 by Sedona Lace, and it has this little tab right here because there's another palette on the inside, and it looks like this. So it has like all the colors in there. I haven't played with this in a very long time, but they're dense in a few of the colors, but it has such an enormous color range. And what I noticed is a lot of the brands, like the less expensive brands, or however you call that, they make the palettes with all types of colors. But then you got more of the higher end prestige brands where they just stick to a certain like color range. And I just be wondering, like, why do y'all do that? Because that puts y'all like in a box. And then like right now, I want a palette that has all of these kinds of colors. Well, not every single one of them, but kind of like the rainbow. And you can't find that with a lot of these brands. I know Kat Von D did the Mi Vida Loca palette. There's also the Urban Decay Electric palette. And that's kind of it. You're kind of limited to just a select few companies that actually produce different palettes with those colors. And I just don't understand why that is. Like, to me, that's backwards. But anyway, and then there was this one, which is the 120 Warm palette, which I haven't shown any love to. I don't even remember using this one. I don't even remember, but these are the shades right here. And then it also has another layer. Just got to be careful. I don't think I even touched it. Yeah, I touched like a few of the shades. Yep, a few of them. And this is the other layer. So I'm going to have to give these some love because these are my babies. Like, you know, your first eyeshadow palette, you don't know nothing really about makeup or really quality or what to look for in a palette and stuff. And not that these are bad at all. They just, they were my beginner palettes and they were really inexpensive. I think these palettes were probably no more than $20 for the Sedona Lace palettes, $20 or less. And then this is the BH Cosmetics palette. This is the 88 color palette, the neutral eyeshadows. And one of my shades actually, oh, it's always falling out. And I keep on saying I'm gonna glue it back in, but I be forgetting. Let me see if I can cover that up. Yeah, this palette right here. And it also has a nice color selection in there. But I have to show them some love. I do. I really, really do. And this one was really my favorite palette. This one and hold up. Because I'm a fan of these kinds of shades that you will see. That's the Wet n Wild Fergie palette. And then this one is the Milani Earthy Elements Everyday Eyes palette. And this one I actually received from my sis Justinetta. She has sent me this as a gift. And then this is that Fergie palette. This one is, what's the name of this one? Desert Festival. And I did a video with this like probably about 2 years ago because these colors are just really easy to use. Like the oranges, I love those as far as like transitional shades. And then this was my go-to palette for a very, very long time. I didn't even make a dent in it, but this was really my go-to palette. And this middle shade is a really nice dark brown. Really nice. This palette is awesome. I need to pulling them back out. And I haven't shown this one any love in a little while, so I'm gonna pull this one out as well. And I'm gonna try to show them some love. But yeah, I was just sitting here thinking about my little makeup stuff and want to come to you guys and talk to, ooh, let me show y'all this. Because y'all the people that I talk to when it comes to my makeup or whatever. So these are the, it's dirty, don't kill me. These are the I'm looking for the package, the Eco Tool sponges. These are the Perfecting Blender Duos. And it says it's best with liquid and cream makeup made with eco foam technology. It's cruelty-free, tree-free paper, dermatologist tested, and it's made of, I guess, recycled products or whatever the case is. And it comes with a large base blender, and this is really soft. This one is really soft, and it got really big too. And then this one is more firm, and this is the mini blender, and it's supposed to be for more precise coverage, while this one is for like light buildable coverage. So it has a large slanted side, and then it has a smaller slanted side. And this one is like that too. It has a longer slanted side and then a shorter slanted side. This one I use for under the eyes. It worked really nice for under there. And it really does, because it's so firm, it's not absorbing so much of the product that you're using. So it's really just blending it out really well, but the product is still staying on your face. Now, the more fluffy, the more soft the sponges are going to absorb, you know, excess product or whatever like that, as well as blending it out to create basically a flawless skin-like natural look. And I was using this for my foundation, and I was using like I used the whole thing. This side I was using to kind of work the product in. Then on the shorter slanted side, I was using that to get like around my nose area. So I'm really liking these brushes, these little sponges. Nothing can compete with my original beauty blender. Like I said before, I will always have a original beauty blender, no matter what. As long as I'm wearing makeup, I will always have that. But I do like to, you know, try out other products. So that was cool too to try. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So I thank you all for watching and supporting my channel. I will see you in my next video, and I hope you all are having an amazing new year. Bye.